Hey everybody, welcome to Valentine TV. The reaction tonight is coming from The Truth Is, of course, I was gonna get him in here if I saw it, something different. And it is about Diddy. The truth is actually thinks that he is really getting out, y'all. he, I'm like, oh my god. And y'all, I'm just okay. As you come in, I'm sorry about that. As you come in, y'all, please hit the subscribe button and if you like the video, please hit the like and share the video. All right, but here we go. I'm gonna let the truth is go ahead and start, okay? And I'll be right back. Not feeling well, that's why I'm using the avatar today, okay?
Happened this year so far was Diddy's legal troubles. We all watched as he got arrested and waited until trial day. When the trial began, the world was glued to the screen, watching Diddy fight for his life, with most people like me thinking Diddy was going to be cooked. But somehow, the prosecution dropped the ball, and Diddy now seems to be on his way home, with reports now coming in that Trump himself might pardon Diddy and set him back free into the world. Hey guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to The Truth Is, where I drop new videos exposing the truth weekly. In today's episode, we will be talking about Trump potentially giving Diddy a pardon. Let's get right into it. This year has been a full-on roller coaster that only keeps getting crazier and crazier. We all witnessed Diddy's trial and all the information that came out of it, and I covered a lot of the trial and gave you guys my opinion on all of it. I told you guys from the beginning that there was something off about the trial, as I initially thought Diddy was definitely going to go to prison. But as time went on and the trial unfolded, I started noticing that there was something off about it. Specifically the fact that it seemed the courts were protecting Diddy's accomplices, as none of them were ever named. The only people that were named were Diddy's victims and his freak-off contestants, and everybody else that was a part of the freak-off parties or participated in these activities that were in Hollywood were just kept out of the trial.
Now that is so true. I don't know. Dang. The truth is, I didn't even watch it during the trial sessions because I was so tired. You know what I'm saying? Getting up early in the morning, trying to record all the reactions of it, and you know what I'm saying? And but anywho, this darn trial was crazy. It was weird. It was like no other trial. I mean, you had Young Thug's trial on there and other people like that had their trials on TV. Why we couldn't have saw this one? Yeah, O.J. Simpson, the Mendez brothers. You had all them on televised. Why we couldn't even? I mean, shoot, man, we should have known when the jury did what they did. And then what's another thing he said, like, because I've watched this, right? I mean, I can't tell you like the truth is, Ken, but I'm gonna tell you what stood out to me right now is that they said the only like all judges, and in my head I'm thinking most judges, but I got y'all let me know if I'm wrong. They said all judges are like part of the Masonic stuff. So because I don't think submarinian is, but I did hear that Trump, people, somebody in there, Trump or somebody else like that, reach out to, they giving submarinian telling they better let Diddy go. They let him go ahead and go. Oh my God. Let's just keep going, y'all. Cause I get mad at this trial because they ain't even thinking about the victims. And y'all know they didn't get to bring the minions into it. They didn't get to bring that case in. So they should have let me know something right then and there. And it wouldn't all Tony Busby cases. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Noticed that I realized that they were protecting all of Hollywood and in a way still protecting Diddy, because all of the allegations that were coming in about Diddy with minors, they were not brought up in the trial at all. We didn't even hear anything about that, even though there was many minors that sued Diddy for inappropriate.
Yeah, look at that. Assaulting minions too. Two more. Assault lawsuits have been filed against Diddy this week, both accusing the billionaire of grooming, minions. And that's out of 120 cases. Some didn't make sense, so they got thrown out. But a lot of them, and it don't take but one. Okay, I ain't gonna even get upset. I just don't. I ain't got the energy. Here we go, y'all.
behavior towards them. So when you consider that, you start to think, why is it that they're protecting everyone in Hollywood? And how could they protect everyone in Hollywood without protecting Diddy? Originally, from my research, the only reason I believe Diddy was targeted was because he decided to sue Diageo. You guys have heard me talk about this plenty of times on many other videos, but for those that haven't seen those videos, back in 2023, Diddy had some disagreements with Diageo over his De Leon brand that he had made with Diageo. Diddy felt that Diageo wasn't giving him the amount of marketing and support that they were giving his Ciroc brand and other brands that they already had established. He felt that they were treating his brand like a lesser brand, that they were treating it like a black brand only and weren't giving it marketing power to be able to reach a world audience. Diddy didn't like this. I guess he approached them in a meeting and told them, and they ignored him. So he decided to take matters into his own hands. What he did was he tried to leverage his audience against these brands to try to guilt them and force them into giving him what he wants. He also then filed the lawsuit against them. He went on a press tour, told everybody how these big corporations don't want a black-owned business to reach, massive heights, which could possibly be true. But what I believe happened there was that when the elite saw Diddy go against them, they didn't like that. We have to understand, those who own Diageo, we're talking about the one percenters of this world. These people make billions of dollars. That's why they were able to give Diddy literally $1 billion over the lifespan of their contract. They make billions. So they don't care if they gave Diddy $1 billion, if they're making 50 billion or 100 billion using Diddy's marketing power. That was the deal that they had, and that's the position that they wanted to keep Diddy in. Because yes, these are all sellouts. At the end of the day, they all sell out. They're still kept as puppets underneath the real puppet masters.
Look at that man's face, the white guy. Look at his face over there, y'all. He hot. He hot. And Diddy look like he hot too. That must have been when it happened. When they like, we about to pay you off so you can get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, Diddy. So it may have been Diageo all this time, and we blaming it on we saying, oh no, Lil Rod showed them all of this. We didn't even think about how did they know to go to Lil Rod, because Lil Rod said the feds came to him and it was asking him questions. Supposed to been like maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and it lasted a few days. That he gave the layout of the house, all of that. And just like the truth is said, all the evidence they collected, they showed it to none of us. We still haven't seen any of it. And another thing is wait 1 second. I'm sorry. Um oh, and this is the thing. So if Judge Sarah, I'm gonna say the judge, okay? If the judge denies Diddy's bail, which if he does, I would be so happy, even though I hear that Trump will pardon Diddy right after that. Right? And then I wonder if even though Trump can um just keep pardoning Diddy, right? So that's why I said, yeah, okay, don't give him bail. Let Trump pardon him, right? If he pardons him. There's still a big if now. It ain't like wrote in stone. So I'm hoping it don't even happen. Because Maxwell and Diddy, that mean you don't give a crap about children and or the other victims at all. At all, people. Um so okay, so you find some that has jail time, but it's at the state level. Okay, state level. That way you can keep Diddy in jail, because Trump cannot pardon state level crimes. No. And then when Trump get up out that office, which might be before Diddy even get a pardon, huh? and then you throw them the feds on the federal stuff. But Diddy wants another trial, y'all. Diddy trying to get another trial to get dismiss the two that he was found guilty of, the sex, the X stuff. Right? He trying to have another whole trial to to debunk that. All right. So his thing will be nice and clean. He didn't went over to where they said him and Christian did something, saying he's talking about, I'm from Florida. You ain't got jurisdiction over me or something like that. But then he throwing Christian under the bus because Christian does. Anyway, Diddy trying to clean up his whole slate. And I think they trying to say Diageo's gotten what they want from Diddy. Did it and did what they wanted him to do or something. Now they putting all Diddy's pieces back together again. Okay? All right.
The real elite. You can see Diageo as that entity. They are the puppet masters in that sense. They were using Diddy to pump poison to the urban community, having them promote these Ciroc bottles and make them desirable and hip so that the younger audience and the hip hop audience could be attracted to it and consume more of it. So essentially, they used Diddy as a puppet. Diddy didn't want to be used as a puppet. Diddy wanted to be in their position because he felt that he generated enough money for them. He felt that he was at a high enough status within the industry to be considered one of their puppet masters, a part of their group. As you can see, they didn't like that. They didn't want Diddy there. And that's when this problem began. So initially, I thought that the elite were coming after Diddy because Diddy sued him. And that's why I believe all of it happened, including the Cassie situation, including all the other lawsuits. I feel that the moment Diddy went against them, they opened those floodgates and they reached out to people, or even, who knows, probably provided people with lawyer money and resources to be able to come after Diddy, because in the long run, Diddy is trying to attack their credibility and their brand, which can cost them billions. So what would be a few $1,000,000 to get Diddy out the way? So what it looked like to me was that Diddy was paying for him trying to come at Diageo, and Diageo was punishing him for it. I honestly felt that they were never going to recover their relationship, that it was, basically over for Diddy, and Diddy was going to rot in prison. Because, believe it or not, Diddy is definitely guilty of just about everything he's accused.
He is guilty of every thing that they said now. They're talking about just because he didn't get paid. Talking about his lawyer saying since he didn't get paid for the ex-workers coming over there, no money, only the workers got paid. Yeah. But Diddy, he didn't get paid, so it was not like he was a pimp or anything, right? So he's saying since he didn't get paid, how can you say that he was one of them kind of people? So therefore, that ruling should be overturned and come off his record. Stuff like that. They make me sick. Okay, let's just keep moving.
That's something that if you do your research, you can clearly identify. There's accusations of Diddy being behind Tupac's death. There's accusation of Diddy being behind Kim Porter's death. There's accusations of Diddy being behind Biggie's death. There's all sorts of accusations made against Diddy.
And who else, y'all? Who they just showed? Kim Porter, Tupac, Biggie. Who else? Put it in the comments, y'all. I'm so darn weak. I apologize, y'all. Okay, let's just keep going. I can't even think.
The club shooting incident that he was involved with, that everybody knows he was guilty of, and someone else went down for it. There's all sorts of accusations made against Diddy. They protected him throughout all of that because they were utilizing him and he was on their good side. So in this moment, I literally felt that they had turned on him and they were going to make him pay for what he did to them. And by them turning on him, he lost that layer of protection, which allowed everybody to come after him and everything to pile up at once. But now it seems that Diddy might have rekindled that relationship with these elites. It seems that Diddy might have fixed whatever they had going on and they might have come to some agreement.
Yeah, and that's why they was checking him to see how long he could keep that darn mouth closed while he was locked up. That's why he didn't say nothing, because they was working on the deal behind the scenes. Now he gonna start throwing that liquor back out to the black community. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna fix him right back up. That's what I'm getting out of this story right here. I hope it's not true. I hope it's not true. Mm, 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 mm.
And now they're going to probably let Diddy out. I'm 100% positive at this point, even though he was found guilty on some.
The truth is, please don't say 100. Say 95. Say 98, 99. Never say 100. Okay? My buddy, my friend. Say 99. Because I'm the 1% that's praying no.
The charges, those charges are relatively small compared to what they were really trying to get him for. Those charges aren't going to really result in him getting football years. He's most likely going to get out either in 1 to 2 years, but he's definitely not going to spend the amount of time that he should be spending in there. It's pretty obvious at this point that they found a way to fix their relationship. And we can see that even clearer now as it's being reported that Trump might pardon Diddy. Now, this is something that caught me off guard. I've heard a lot of people saying that Trump was going to pardon Diddy, and I didn't really consider it. I didn't really think that Trump would actually do something this insane. But after what's been going on recently with the Epstein situation and him covering it all up and him even not denying the possibility that he would even pardon Maxwell, which is insane if you think about it. Seriously, take a second and think. If Trump would pardon Maxwell, there's no reasons for him not to pardon Diddy. And that's exactly
because all three of them probably was in the room at the same time. You know, they probably was together. All of them. They make me sick. All of them. Diddy, Trump, Maxwell, Epstein when he was living. They was probably all in there together with some minions. You know what I'm...
what's being reported. According to TMZ, Trump is in talks with Diddy's legal team over a potential.
Oh, Lord. They didn't say the word. TMZ. I forgot about y'all. They in talks with TMZ. Why they in talks with TMZ? Why they in talk with Mark Agnifilio? I can't say his name, but y'all know Diddy's lawyers. Why they ain't talk with Diddy's lawyers and Diddy's lawyers in it talking with Trump, whoever talking to Maxwell? You know, why they ain't in talk? Why they got to talk to TMZ? TMZ, somebody gonna take TMZ down. They gonna find out something about TMZ. I hope when y'all get caught. Y'all gonna get caught, TMZ. All right. All Points Bulletin. Y'all watch TMZ. Watch TMZ. Yes, they are corrupt. Yeah, the whole world corrupt. Hey, West Palm Beach girl. Hey, welcome to Valentine TV, girl. I'm just over here tripping on this. Man.
Potential pardon where Diddy might be let free. It's being reported that the White House is reportedly in contact with Sean Diddy Combs' legal team to discuss the possibility of a presidential pardon, according to TMZ. Diddy was acquitted on 3 major charges and convicted on 2 counts of violating the Mann Act, which prohibits the interstate transportation of prostitutes. Sources tell TMZ that President Donald Trump is more than open to pardoning the embattled music mogul. However, any decision may hinge on how the judge rules on Diddy's most recent bail petition. If bail is granted, Trump is expected to wait until after sentencing to decide whether to move forward with a pardon. But if bail is denied, the former president could make a decision on a pardon immediately. So as you can see, and this was reported by Fox News and TMZ, all of the media companies are reporting this right now, and it's insane.
Fox News, and TMZ. That's brother and sister, okay? Them Trump's peoples. All of them. TMZ, y'all in everything. Y'all, and everything's happening so fast with these unalivings, and now this right here, everything's happening so fast. One of y'all gonna slip up. TMZ, they gonna shut you down. I can't wait. Okay, man, y'all trip. Y'all just
when you think about it. Just a few months ago, everybody was seeing Diddy for what he really is. Like, we already have established that Diddy is a complete total monster. Now it's a complete 180. Now they're saying, oh, Diddy is not that bad. He was just into prostitutes and, you know, he just wanted to have fun and we shouldn't care about what he does in his private life.
Okay, so y'all mess with minions too, huh? Is that what y'all do? Y'all beat women and men too, huh? Is that what y'all do too? Y'all hold people against their will Y'all do all that stuff. Y'all make people take rugs. You know what everybody just a trip. Okay, and as you come in, if you haven't subscribed to Valentine TV, I apologize for showing the avatar. I just don't feel too well today. Y'all, please hit the subscribe button. And if you like any the content, this is the truth is you can find him on YouTube. And I know everybody probably know about the truth is. But anyway, yeah, please subscribe to Valentine TV. Thank you so much.
You guys are missing the point here. These are the small crimes that we're talking about.
Thank you.
What about all the alleged things he did to minors? What about all the people that it's believed he had a hand in their deaths? What about all the other crimes that Diddy did? What about the cover-up of the shooting where the shooting victim has come out so many times already, done so many interviews where she repeatedly makes the claim that Diddy was the person that shot her? What about all those crimes? We're going to pretend like none of that happened, right? We're going to pretend like he didn't pay Keefe D to get rid of Tupac. We're going to pretend like Kim Porter didn't just magically pass away after she decided to write a tell-all book. We're also going to pretend like he wasn't doing full-on sex rituals with so many women and so many men. And we're also going to act like all of this is just normal now. This is exactly what they want. They want to gaslight you into thinking Diddy didn't do nothing that bad. But let's be honest, it's pretty clear what Diddy did. To think that Trump would even consider a pardon in this situation, it just shows you how corrupt our country is. And it shows you that those who are part of the club have the system rigged. If you can go and get arrested and get accused of all these charges and be blamed for all of these crimes, and then the president can just pardon you like nothing, that should tell you that these
Yeah, I don't think that's fair. I mean, you might be the president, but you need to have a vote, or you need to have something else. It just shouldn't be you able to pardon. Just pardon them. But that's your friend. That shouldn't be a reason that you should be able to pardon him. I mean, I know he got the less of the crimes that they showed us, thanks to the freaking jury. Man, the jury probably was paid to. I don't give a crap what nobody say. That first one that probably was about to tell on everybody, that's probably why they went ahead and sent him home. The one that didn't really live there, but he was, I don't know. I just know this ain't right. This ain't fair to the victims at all. I mean, did he get out? He ain't even been in there. Have you been there for a year? I don't know. The point of the matter is, I want at least 5 years. Let him just sit up in there. Just let him sit up in there. He supposed to been taking a class. And he out here putting out eyeballs, sending eyeballs. Yeah, we keep saying that Christian or Justin did it, but I think Diddy did it, because you can get a phone in jail from what I've seen on other people's page that showed the person actually with a phone. Man, geez, Maxwell and Diddy, y'all better go for them state crimes. Don't forget what Comey said. Through fear and what? Through fear. Darn, she wrote the other 6. Y'all know they called them a 6-pack of white women. So she wrote a letter to the other 5-pack. Okay? When they fired her. All right. Tell them to do the job no matter what. Don't be scared of nothing. So now I'm seeing why she wrote that, because she is something to be scared of. Okay? All of this stuff happening at one time, it's something to fear. And then with the darn judge for Maxwell getting one key, getting to change it, he the only one with a key where he can just lock himself in. Can't nobody get in for nothing. I mean, that is weird in itself. All right, but anyway, they scared. Come on, y'all. Come on, people. America.
people are interconnected somehow. And there is several pictures of Diddy and Trump hanging out back in the day. So obviously they have a relationship. But we have to remember that all of these people are part of the same Masonic system. They all serve each other. And when you take the Masonic oath, you are promising to help somebody out in the legal system. I played this clip before, I'm gonna play it again, of a Freemason admitting that The Masons have the judicial system rigged. When they get arrested, all they have to do is give a little sign or indicate that they're Masons. And if the judge is a Mason, which he likely is, he's going to do.
I'm gonna say this one time. This is a cult. It's a cult. Yeah, I backed it up because I talked. Yeah, it's a cult, y'all. It's nothing but a cult. All of it ties into one. I don't care if the cult is across the world. This one going with that one.
All they have to do is give a little sign or indicate that they're Masons. And if the judge is a Mason, which he likely is, he's going to do his best to make sure that this person gets let out free. And that's what we're seeing with Diddy.
What happens when a police officer, and most police officers we have discovered, or at least the ones who make a law enforcement a career, and most, if not all, judges sitting up on benches in this country are Freemasons. What happens when you're speeding down a highway and you're stopped by a law enforcement officer? What happens when he sees the Masonic emblem on your windshield?
Usually what you have is a direct turnaround in attitude. I myself am a young man. I get hassled by cops a little bit. It seems like they always have cop an attitude when they pull me over. But when they see the Masonic square and compasses on my car, and most importantly, when I flip out my dues paying card, a card that all dues paying Masons carry, the police officer, well, let me just put it this way. I've never once got a speeding ticket or a traffic ticket or have even been harassed in any way when they have known that I am a Mason. It just has not happened. That is my personal experience.
So the justice system in this country doesn't really work, and Freemasons are, in effect, exempt from the laws that the rest of us are supposed to follow. Is that true?
Yeah, that could be probably construed as accurate, Bill. Although I disagree, it does work. It just doesn't work the way most people think it works. It works for them and with them and around them, and it works on the rest of you.
That's right. Now, what happens when a Freemason goes into court against someone who's not a Freemason and the judge is a Freemason?
Okay, well, you have a very subtle interaction that goes on. All Masons are taught secret signs and secret words.
All right. Y'all see the secret's hands? If y'all ever in court, okay, I ain't a Mason, but if I ever had to go to court, I'm gonna do one of these. I'm joking. Lord, please don't let me go. Praying hands, they probably laying on the table, and mine always be under my chin. Y'all pay attention to them. Then that's for when you ain't got the darn compass or the some kind of card. He or she said. That's a shame. That's a shame, y'all. This is pitiful.
Words and secret phrases and this is some of the most this is what they don't want revealed more than anything else. You can stand in a particular position, you can hold your arms in a particular position, you can speak certain words, the widow's son, traveling man, keywords and phrases that will let this judge know that you are a Mason. And you can almost guarantee that he is a Mason too, or else he wouldn't have been able to lock down a lasting career in the judiciary.
That's correct. And that would explain why some people just don't seem to ever get prosecuted for anything, and others who may commit the same crime or a much lesser offense seem to be inordinately punished, given such a heavy burden of punishment, while others who have done the same thing receive either nothing or a pat on the wrist.
Well, brothers look out for each other. It's just the way the system works. It's a buddy system. It's a you scratch my back, I scratch yours. As a matter of fact, in the oath that a Mason swears, he swears that he will uphold and defend a fellow Mason, in any problem that he may encounter, treason and murder alone excepted. But they left at their election, which means that even if a fellow Mason is a traitor to his country, we know that could never happen. If he's a traitor to his country, his brother Mason has his own choice whether he wants to turn him in or not. He is not obligated to do so, and obeying the laws of Masonry above the laws of the land, he's probably not even going to consider it.
It's clear to me, Diddy.
Y'all see what I mean? And everybody know Diddy a Mason. So Judge Saramanian, he's a young judge. Hopefully, let's just pray. Man, see, that's why I like it televised, because you couldn't see the hands of the judge, nothing. And that's why they got that darn thing up there, so you can't really see the judge's hands. But yeah, I be looking for it because I'm always watching this stuff one way or another. Y'all, as you come in, y'all please hit the subscribe button, like, and y'all see I cover everything. Everything piques my interest, okay? and hopefully it piques y'all's. And if you want me to report on something, react to something, or whatever you want, just put it in the comment section, okay? I promise I will get it done. I will get her done. All right, here we go, y'all.
Fix his relationship with the elite. They are toning it down. They're releasing the pressure. Diddy probably offered them some things that they couldn't refuse, and now it seems like they're back to normal and everybody's happy. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if Diddy gets out of there in the next few months and the industry accepts him and starts protecting him again. Because, like I said, those who own the industry are the same people who own Diageo. These are the same billionaire elitists who invest in everything, that own a piece of everything. If they say Diddy is good, Diddy is good. Diddy's not going to do no jail time. Diddy's back on top of the music industry. Diddy's respected again because they're the ones that are controlling the perspective. They're the ones that released all this information against Diddy and all this stuff to bring Diddy down. But now, if they need him again, all they have to do is fix all of it, which they're doing right now. They're gaslighting us by saying, oh, Diddy didn't do nothing bad. All he did was acquire some girls and do this, and all the rich people do it. All of those elite members that are a part of those secret societies and all hang around each other, they all do the same thing. So, of course, to them, that's normal. But we have to be honest. The sex rituals and the debauchery that Diddy was doing, none of that is normal. You cannot convince me that it's normal because you want to say it's normal. It's not. None of that is normal. What Diddy was doing was disgusting, disturbing, and I honestly believe he should spend the rest of his life in prison for that, for all the other crimes he is behind and everything else he has done. But that's the thing. Our justice system doesn't operate off of what's just and right and the law. It operates off the law for those that are not a part of the club, for those that are not members of the elite. But if you're a part of that Freemasonic club, the law doesn't ever work against you. It works for you. They got to make sure that you are good no matter what. And seeing Trump doing this, people should truly wake up now. Because if they're alleging that Trump might pardon Maxwell and Diddy, think about it. He is giving a pardon to two people that are convicted of crimes that have to do with trafficking women. Think about that. That's insane. That's something that you can't even imagine. A president to even consider something like that. But you have to remember, all of these people work with each other. They're in the same club. They watch each other's back. And this is what's going to happen now. Just to put into perspective, at the beginning of the year, the whole country thought Diddy was cooked. Everybody was expecting Diddy to get life in prison. Now it looks like he's going to walk out of prison and everything's going to be fine. And sadly, we didn't even get the full scope of the trial. We only got the information that they wanted us to see. Remember, this trial wasn't even televised, wasn't recorded. All we have is written transcripts from media people that were there, but we have no idea what actually happened in that courtroom, what was showed in that courtroom. Remember, the feds went to Diddy's home and confiscated all this evidence and all this stuff. None of it was shown to us. We don't know who was in the tapes or what they did to this celebrity or what celebrities were involved. They kept all of that top secret. They didn't even bring it and present it in trial. Why? Because they're protecting their puppets. Their intentions was never to bring down Hollywood. Hollywood is something they work so hard to create to keep us consumed and controlled. So they were never going to destroy Hollywood. I believe that that's also another reason what made their case so weak. Because if you're not willing to expose all the other celebrities that were involved with Diddy and all the other crimes that he possibly did to younger celebrities like Justin Bieber because they don't want to ruin them and destroy their image, then you can't really show us the full scope of Diddy's crimes, you know? But all of this is eye-opening. Realistically, if you see this and you see how Trump is moving and you don't have any questions about this and you don't think that Trump's moving a little shady, I don't know what to tell you, because it keeps becoming more and more obvious that Trump's just another puppet doing whatever the elite tell him to do. But I'm gonna end this one here. I want to know what you guys think.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard that, and yeah. So Diddy, man, I just knowing that Diddy might get out of there, y'all, it makes me so darn mad. Yeah, I wonder if, since they showed Cassie, and Cassie had to tell all that stuff about the urinating in the mouth, all that stuff, I wonder, was that her way of getting out from under them, like a humiliation ritual? Is that why they let her get up there and testify? And then y'all know, as Jane got up there, which we all know who that is now, 50 Cent baby mama, she got up there, and was it her, Jane? Yeah. Y'all know at the end she switched on us. She switched to the defense side, to Diddy's side at the end. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. West Palm Beach girl, I totally agree. Diddy needs to get life. I totally do. I do too. I do. I do. Yeah. Yeah. And also the whole world is corrupt. I do agree. Man, they make me. But anyway, y'all, they need to get down about it, right? Huh? Just do that for me. Make my day. Just, yeah. All right. Sorry I sound so down. Just don't feel too hot. Um, anyway, if I see something else, I will be back. And I thank y'all for coming over here, keeping me company. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. This is Valentine TV, and I will talk to y'all later, okay? All right. Thank y'all. All right. Bye.